Hi, how are you? I'm sorry it's been a while. I just wanted to check up on you. I know I should probably check up more often. Things get so away from me. You know, time just passes and God, it feels like nothing. How are you doing, though, during this whole time? Are they still the way they are? Like, like still doing all the stuff that was happening last year? Okay. I'm sorry. I know, I know that's hard. Like, what kind of, has it changed? Has it gotten any better? Okay. I know, no, I didn't want to hear that, but I don't want you to lie either. You don't have to lie to me. It must be hard to put up with that. How are you coping? Yeah, well, not all of us have the best coping skills. Nobody has the best coping skills. But how are you doing day to day? Like, is it okay? Yeah, I know. It always feels like there's a plan to set up or something. It might feel like it's not getting you anywhere. But it is. Just don't lose sight of what you want for the future. That'll help make it real. It can be real. Just think about what you want later on, even if you know you can't have it right now. You know? What do you want to do next? I know. I know it's impossible to see a future at all when things are the way they are. They probably won't change, at least not quickly. You know, if things change with them in your house, and then that's great, but it might not be very fast. And it'll only change if they really want to change. You know? So I know that's hard because it like directly conflicts with the future that you thought was there and like cancels it all out. And I know that feels like you were wrong and that you did it wrong and you guessed wrong and you planned wrong. But no one can perfectly predict anything. So that's not your fault. And you're so good at seeing things. I think you can see if you really focus and let yourself want something, you can see what's out there for you. Right? You're so good at creative visualization. You can see things. You can see things for yourself. What do they look like? I know it's different than before, and that's not always what you want to see. But what good things can come to you now if you really let yourself want them? Wanting something isn't selfish. It's how we know where to go. If we admit to ourselves what we really want, it'll get you to where you want to be. Having desires is not selfish. It identifies who you are, who you really are in your heart. If you strip away all of the judgment and all of the fear, what do you really want? You don't have to tell anybody. You can just tell yourself. Ask yourself what you want and try to be honest. I know the person that you're spending all your time with isn't supportive of what you want and your ideas and anything that you are organically. I know that's part of this. So what if you didn't worry about them? I know they're in your face every day, and their issues are in your face, and they confuse you and aren't consistent and lie to you. I know that. I know all of that. But try to listen to your voice instead of theirs. Try to listen inside instead of listening to what's outside, just for a little while. See what you hear. What do you hear? You don't have to tell them either. You don't have to tell them what you're thinking about, the things that you dream about, the things you want. If someone proves to you that they are not a safe place for your hopes and dreams, you have no obligation to let them in. You don't have to share any of that. But it helps if you are honest with yourself. You don't even have to write it down, but you can if you want to. If you're comfortable enough, write down on a blank piece of paper everything that you're telling yourself. Let your inner voice speak. What does it say? Do you like the things that you're hearing? Or do they make you feel worse? Try to talk to yourself like you care about you and your feelings. Talk to yourself gently. Allow yourself to have emotions. You can be mad. You can be upset. You can be depressed. You can be disappointed. You're allowed to be any of those things, but you don't have to direct it back onto yourself. You can just exist with an emotion for a little while until you rectify it. You can direct that frustration and anger out into the piece of paper, into the sky. Sing it out, scream it out. You don't need to scream at yourself anymore. Let yourself feel emotions, but don't punish yourself for it. You don't need to hide. You don't need to hide in your own thoughts. Talk to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be your own friend. At least until I can see you again. Okay. Hold on. You're doing so good.